Question 1177. Do you have an envelope cupboard?
A who?
What?
An envelope cupboard.
No, moving on.
Envelope cupboard? No.
Yes.
An envelope cupboard.
Yes.
Is that a British thing? I mean,
No, it's just
That's
a
a
thing
Dave
that
thing, got the sound of it.
people used to have envelope cupboards.
I've never
where
heard
he's
an
coming
entire
from on this
cupboard
one.
just for envelopes.
It tended to be a dresser or something like that. That
Like
you
the
would have.
desk?
That's people. That's
like
people
that.
pretending to have friends. I bet Stool has one.
What would it be called in modern American English?
Facebook.
So it was a place to put your addresses. So it's kind of like a desk, right? A little place to put your correspondence, your stationery, stuff like that.
And a selection of envelopes that you might require for.
This is
I've got
actually
a drawer
true
full of
thing.
envelopes, but that doesn't count.
Well, I
We
mean,
did
I
have.
have
a
a
drawer.
desk with area for the
It wasn't a specialised piece of furniture, but a drawer in a piece of furniture would be designated as the envelope drawer. That's a real thing.
Exactly.
But
I
but
used-
that's
Oh,
just because
cupboard.
you like to lick. That's just because you like to lick things, Stool.
Ooh, born to lick.
You can't
see,
get
we
licky
only
envelopes anymore.
We could only afford an envelope drawer. We couldn't afford an envelope cupboard. You must be
I
really
did have
posh, Dave.
I did have an envelope closet. I decided I had come across some unexpected money, and I decided that I would buy a supply of envelopes that would last me my entire life. And so I did, and I had them in this closet, but it got really, really humid, and they all stuck together. So it was.
I'm now curious. Brainbug has said he has an envelope cavity.
I'm not sure if he's flirting or not.
An
could be.
envelope cavity.
It could be.
Where would you put the stamps in your envelope cavity?
Yeah.
Cadence
Dave,
says,
And won't they all stick together when you get them back out? I mean,
Possibly.
Dave,
Speaking
can I
of
just
humid,
say,
it'd probably be humid there.
go on,
Dave,
Jeff.
can I just ask
We're-
if this question
if
was
we're
designed
going
for
to if we're going to go on to stamps, then Stool might lose it because just the mere thought of licking the Queen's behind is something that he can dwell on for days.
Thanks. He doesn't need to
Oh,
do that
she's-
now. They got sticky backs to stamps now.
Yeah.
I mean, old
But I was
people-
actually,
old
which is actually
people-
going to lead me on to what I was saying, Dave. Was this question designed for me? Like, is if I'm supposed to be the authority on envelopes and stamps here?
No.
I'm now
or lick-
imagining the
or
Queen
licking-
having a
or licking
sticky
the Queen's
anus.
butt, yeah.
Well, they had to test it, didn't they? They just kept her
That's
sticky for weeks to make sure she could still stick.
Oh my
Are we
goodness.
still talking about the Queen's sticky anus? Because this
Yes.
has gone
It's-
weird.
It's not very nice to talk about your queen that way.
What? Well, I mean,
What do you
just
do with
think of
your
her
queen?
Panties. Her
We don't-
panties would be like up in there all the time. Does she have a servant to pull it out for her?
Our
She has
queen
dozens.
is our queen is RuPaul.
No, your Queen is
say-
Mike Pence.
I was going to say, Jenny, the way I've heard Americans talk about their head of state, you can't really knock any of us for having making an occasional dig at the Queen.
Well, no, the queen is different. The
Oh, yeah,
is
the Queen
different.
has
She's-
decorum, for starters.
Yeah, she has decorum, and she's, well, it's a birthright, and all that other stuff that makes no sense whatsoever. She could have you beheaded.
No, she couldn't. Hayden says,
she could
more of
too.
a chubby, a cubby than a cupboard, though. But was built into my house.
A cubby.
Built into. See, I like that. A little thing into the house that you can.
Do
My,
you,
my,
Dave,
do-
do you
my
think
dog's name
the-
was Cubby.
Do you think the Americans know about not the envelope cupboard / drawer, but do they know about the plastic bag drawer?
I think
Do they
we
have-
have one of those too.
Do
Yeah.
you?
I have one of those too.
Yeah.
I
and
have a
that's
plastic
to put all
bag
the
bag.
plastic grocery bags.
I have
Yeah.
a plastic bag.
I didn't think you were
Yeah.
allowed to pack your own bags.
I have like cloth bags, but since I do curbside pick up.
Can
They
I
put all the
just
stuff in
interrupt? Who
plastic
was
bags.
that
No, you
question aimed
can't.
at?
Sit down, be quiet. Shush. So I do
He's accusing me of not being able
pick
to pack
up,
a bag.
and then
Or
I
is
have
this
my
just a
own
general
bags where I
thing?
cover. I bring in the groceries after I sanitize them because I'm that person. Because the Rona.
I also think that an envelope thing that's just the British drawing attention to the fact that they figured out how to make a stamp, and it's just
That's
them
right.
showing off.
And then I got this really nice pen here that school still doesn't have yet. I know. It's mesmerizing. Look at that. Look at that tip right there, man. Isn't that great?
Wow.
You are my master.
What the hell? Right. Next question.
It's kind of weird that Stool is so obsessed with a pen when he can't even spell immensely. I mean,
Screw you. You
This
know
is
no
the
The
more.
advantage,
paper.
the
No.
advantage of using a fountain pen is that you can scrawl enough that no one can tell if you can't spell it.
That's true.
But he could spell it wrong in such lovely handwriting.
yes.
But by the way, Jeff, okay, I have a question then. Jeff, you are about 10 years younger than me. Did you have to use a
and the
fountain
rest.
pen? Did you have to use a fountain
school.
pen at school?
I did occasionally, but generally we were on biros.
I had to use a fountain pen throughout the entire school.
I hated fountain pens.
Why do they make
I had
you
a
use a
very,
fountain
very
pen?
expensive fountain pen at school because, as you all have come to realise, I'm very posh and like super clever and stuff. And so,
Like that posh hat you're wearing?
yeah.
I like
I-
his little camera that he has in the corner next to the door. That's for his OnlyFans. And
That's not-
camera.
Oh, is
That's
that the
a
one
lie.
that points at his crotch?
Yeah, that's the one. He walks by. That's after he pees in the closet.
All right. Okay.
I
I knew this was a bad idea. I actually did I did go to a good school, and in the old days, Jeff is too young to understand this, but Dave might remember. But in the old days, we had grammar schools, and I went to one because I was dead clever and super fucking smart.
You went to a
I
good
passed my
school?
11 plus. I passed my 11 plus, went to a grammar school, and yes, fountain pens. And teachers in fucking mortar hats and capes and all that shit.
So why
Teachers
didn't you
teachers
get
and kids.
smarter?
Residential?
His teacher was Von Helton.
Oh, there's a name I haven't heard in a little while.
My chemistry teacher was arrested for being a dirty pervert, and also for.
Oh, I had
When
an
you were
English
still
teacher
there?
that did that
When you were
too.
still there? My
Do you
music
remember
teacher
Fume?
was arrested.
Do you remember fume cupboards?
Yes?
Mel will know what a fume cupboard is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call it
He
vent
actually-
hoods or fume hoods.
He filled a fume cupboard with mustard gas and got a child's head, stuck it in, and pulled the slidey door down.
Oh, wow.
That's how great grammar schools were. If you were
Right.
bad, you got punished, but not in the
You
good
got
way.
mustard gas.
I was
to
going to say,
the
you're
face.
old. I was
Mustard
old enough.
gas is like poisonous, isn't it?
I'm old enough. No. I'm old enough that my primary school still had a cane. But
Oh,
they
yeah,
weren't
mine
really
too.
weren't really
Mine
allowed
too,
to
yeah.
use it.
My
Okay.
head teacher did use it. He only used it once, as far as I remember. And my head teacher was actually a religious-y person. C of E vicar type thing. No problem, we didn't get indoctrinated. But one little kid who was about 5 or 6 years old, no, 7, I'm guessing, primary school, purposely trod on a butterfly. He got the cane for that.
Wow.
I'm a little older than you guys. We had stocks.
You had what?
Stop.
Stocks, you know.
Did he throw tomatoes at you
No.
and rotten fruit?
Apples.
Did they come behind you with a paddle?
Yeah, she wishes.
They still do corporal punishment in the county where I live, so you can get your ass beat instead of having detention.
I might be a little younger than Dave from Stool, but I got caned a few times in school.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about.
Oh my goodness! Somebody
Right.
visited the dungeons.
Yeah, that wasn't the reference. That wasn't the reference I was making, Ben.
Do they not? I wonder if they don't use that in America.
Yeah, I don't know if they. I don't know if that's a Britishism, but.
Are we shifting the topic to what did you do in the school's bike shed now, or
Yeah.
what?
Okay.
Where's the conversation going?
I've just had a flashback. Okay, so before you move on,
Go on.
Is it about
the headmaster
dungeon school?
of my primary school, he was a vicar, but no big deal. But he did have this weird habit of doing what we called chinny
No, that was
chinny.
that. No. Vicars don't have habits. Those are nuns.
That's right.
He would. I don't like Peter. He would do chinny chinny,
I'm right.
and he would come up. He would come up to you as a little child
Yeah.
and rub his stubble against your face.
Rub his what?
Weird. His
Stubble.
his scruff on his
Stubble.
face. Stubble.
Are you
If you were
sure?
lucky, it was the stubble on his face.
That's
Oh my
bizarre.
Exactly.
god! I hate
You're
that.
lucky you didn't get
He
a. I
was
just say
quite-
you're lucky you didn't go to a Catholic school.
Oh my god. You know, there was a youth minister at a church that I went to. He was so freaking creepy, and he was friends with my dad. And, you know, we would go to the zoo or something. He'd always want to sit by me. And I'm like 11 or 12 or something. And he was like, oh, I'm going to sit next to Mel on the train. And he sits next to me. And then he's constantly like whispering in my ear and giving me wet willies. He's like licking on his finger and sticking it in my ear. He goes, that makes you feel funny, doesn't it? I'm like, just get away from me, you creep.
Did you just say wet
Ooh.
willies?
Yeah.
Yes. Or you lick your finger and you stick it in somebody's ear.
Yeah, that's not what a wet willy in the UK is. It's
Well, that's
different.
in the U.S. Y'all are gross.
What's a wet willy in the UK?
It's a wet penis.
Well, they get that way. It's,
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's not what that was.
Not if
Man.
you're a good Christian girl.
Oh my god, it was horrible. I hated that guy.
well, good
he
Christian
had-
girls are dry. Is that the?
Oh my god. His wife had us over to their house, and they're like, and they went and picked out a film. It was a zombie film where they were ripping clothes off of women, and I'm like, this is a church function. Like, I don't understand what you're doing. Your husband's sticking his wet finger in my ear, and we're looking at naked ladies getting devoured by zombies. What world am I in?
Hey, I've just realised it's Friday, so Dave, I don't want to do this. I really don't, because you know damn well I do not like to destroy your shows.
Go on.
But it is
but
Friday,
you
so
will, right? You will.
let's quickly do it. Hey, Scientist Mel, what's in your goblet today?
This is a Stein stool. We've talked about this.
It's a goblet.
This is Stein. It's not a goblet.
That's a Stein.
It's a mug.
Could be a mug too. Almost
Yeah.
a Stein mug.
To be
is
fair,
thing.
I
got
none
it.
of that answers the question.
Could be a Stein, could be a mug, so it's a smug.
I got it at
Hands
a
up if
Renaissance
you
fair.
hands up if you can remember the question.
I was going to say, what the fuck is the question?
I have no clue.
What's in the mug?
Yeah, what's in the
this
mug,
is-
Scientist Mel?
It's a little bit of vodka and some root beer.
Ew, God.
Usually it's a Moscow
I have-
Mule, but there
I
you
have
go.
this. I have this on standby if needs be. So
Ah, okay.
What
So
have
is
you
that
got there,
whiskey
Jeff? I
or-
can't see.
that's Old Pulteney single malt.
That's
Ah,
tiny.
Oh,
That's tiny.
You'll need that for the next question. Right.
Okay.
Let's do the next
Jeff.
question.
Jeff,
What?
I also got a tiny bottle.
Yeah,
of
but that
whiskey
doesn't
on
count
stand-
because you're not
Oh.
opening it.
let's just say I'm pretending this is Ribena, but it's not necessarily Ribena.
Right, this is what I'm drinking.
What the hell is Ribena?
Is that, was the hell's that Tipex?
I thought that was like whiteout that you would use
Yes.
to like.
Yeah,
There's
that's,
one with Tipex again.
yeah. That's
Oh,
That's
That's
called
actually-
Tipex in
you
Europe.
can put it on your teeth
Yeah.
though. It'll make your teeth really white. You know, you put it on your teeth.
No, it's okay.
You know, but okay, I have to ask you guys. Any of you guys ever do any performance as children or anything like that?
Define performance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get naked and doing the priest.
Not that.
Oh,
So I was a cheerleader when I was little, and my mother was one of the sponsors, and so she would have us put Vaseline on our teeth so we would smile all the time.
Never did that. No.
no, that's not why you put Vaseline on the teeth. You put Vaseline on the teeth so that when you start to get a dry mouth because you're so freaking scared and nervous, your lip doesn't stick to your teeth.
Yeah, no, we did that so we could smile all the time when we were going.
Tipp-Ex isn't really a necessary requirement in this day and age, but I'm going to just bug Dave about this again because he's obviously old enough to remember. But along with Tipp-Ex, you got Tipp-Ex thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever sniff that at school?
I sniffed pretty much everything at school.
Do you guys have like the really nice smelling markers? Because
Yes.
we had that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those are great.
Oh, you'd be
I love
sniffing
those.
those all
Oh, yeah.
day. Y'all liked grape, didn't you? You liked grape. Grape.
I think what we've learned about this particular question is that British people will sniff anything, basically, including the Queen's anus. So,
That's
Well,
edgy.
that explains
On that
Cool. Would you
that
be the
explains all those
servant?
people I've seen at bicycle seats.
I have to ask Stool this. So if the queen has a sticky anus and her panties are constantly up in her crack, would you be the servant that goes around and pull them out? Would you do that for your country?
He
For my
wouldn't do it for the
country,
country, but he'd do it for the
no.
Queen.
I do it for
sounds
the
like-
Queen, yeah,
It sounds like the right thing to do.
because I'm patriotic.
You go through. Excuse me, Mom.
You
There, that's
Is it-
better,
it-
isn't it?
now people will understand why it is I'm a Republican.
You know, the Queen could make a lot of money for Britain. She could sell her used panties.
She could. She could.
Half
She could
why
have
we
a
don't
huge
have.
deal.
Excuse me, girls do not wear panties in this country.
They wear
Oh.
knickers. They wear knickers.
They wear knickers.
Or
Sorry.
pants. You could,
Right.
but that would be great. She could raise so much money for charities.
Don't
she
you
could have
think?
like a little knicker vending machine over there, and what?
Why would you want to sniff that, knowing that Charles might have come out of there?
That would be a great job for Stool, though. The royal knicker untwister.
You know, she could like take one day a
The
week
knicker
and just do
snatcher.
nothing but put panties on and off. On
Can
and
we
off,
do
on
the
and
next
off.
question?
Could I
See,
please be,
Dave,
could I
Dave,
please be the
this
royal
is,
nut
um,
sniffer?
control of the show. I'm
This
not sure
is
what
what it's probably what this is where America is better than Britain because in a monarchy, you see, you can be a complete idiot and become head of state just based on who your father is, unlike America.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah,
just-
you can be a
Oh, hold
complete
on,
idiot, but
George
then you
W.
get voted
Bush.
in.
Hold on.
The difference is.
Hold
The
on.
difference is. Wait. The difference is in this country, the head of state can be an idiot, and the people don't get the blame.
Mm.
In America, half the population gets the blame for their head of state being an idiot.
Well, the joke I was making is that it same happens in America that you can be a complete idiot and be president because of who your dad was, like W.
I think I'm gonna send Stool a present. I think I'm gonna send him a present. It's gonna be a T-shirt that says Royal Knicker Snatcher.
No.
It's
Can I
and
please-
speaking of stupid presidents,
That please reword it.
they're taking Trump to Walter Reed Medical.
Now,
Yeah, it's on TV right now
Okay.
that seems premature.
for the next few days. It says.
That means he must be struggling to breathe already.
Probably.
That seems
If he
too
di-
soon.
If he dies whilst we're on stream, should we observe a minute's flatulence as a mark of respect?
Oh, I've just got the
I'm all
breaking
for
news
that.
from the BBC right now. Oh, hey, this is exciting.
It is, and it's going to forever be attached to the question: do you have an envelope cupboard?
All you need to do now, Dave, is fall off your ball, and this will get you viewers fuck.
What's the next question,
Dude,
Dave? I'm sorry.
dude,
We hijacked
you-
your show.
Dave, you fall off. If Trump dies and you fall off your ball like tonight, you're gonna be past PewDiePie in no fucking time.
Exactly.
You're going to
I'll
break
let-
the internet. if that happens.
I'll have an orgasm. If those two things combine, that's
No,
just science.
Okay,
future.
I'm
What
not
needs to
kink-shaming,
happen-
But you share too much, so
We need a live feed from the hospital, right? And the ball, what needs to happen is the Toblerone needs to fly in from the back, the ball needs to explode, and Trump dies. In that sequence.
Okay, so then we can blame you for that. The explosion of your ball was the thing that set all of the stuff in motion for Trump.
Should
to
we
pass
get
away.
Seth MacFarlane to fund Dave's new idea?
Maybe.
That would work.
I can do that.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.